How do you control your emotions in your investments to achieve financial freedom as soon as possible? So, are you ready to learn the 6 essential investment rules that will keep your emotions in check? Stay tuned because in this video we will give you the tools you need to navigate the markets confidently and successfully. So, let's get started. Because emotions and investing don't always go hand in hand. You see, emotions play a significant role in investing. People may experience various emotions such as fear, greed, excitement, and panic while making investment decisions. These emotions can and will lead to impulsive actions and irrational decision making, resulting in poor investment outcomes. For example, fear may prompt selling stocks during a market downturn, while greed may lead to excessive risk taking in hopes of substantial profits. Emotion can also cause investors to disregard long term investment goals and instead focus on short term market volatility. It is essential for investors to be aware of their emotions and strive to control them. The problem is, we all know that we will have such an emotional day someday, right? We are not superhumans, so someday you will worry. This is one of the main reasons why many investors ultimately give up control and professionals generally achieve better results. But you don't have to, because you can make a plan how to handle the situation when you are in a good mental state. The only thing you have to do later is to stick to the plan. If I could advise my younger self right now, it would be the following lesson. Do not make important decisions when you are in an emotional state, because when you are in the fight flight mode, your rational brain is overwhelmed by your emotional brain. This is the moment in your life when you feel like the world is ending. But it has known for years that bad news sells well. And we both know that the media won't stop selling bad news when markets drop. The problem is your brain is highly sensitive to bad news because it wants to get you safely to the other side. The news you read, the people around you, the emotional state you are in due to too much alcohol or a lack of exercise. We all know it affects your state of being. But in these periods, you will make emotional choices and bad financial decisions. So, my advice to my younger self would be this: you can't make any decisions when you are in an emotional state. So, please stick to the plan. But do you know what the biggest problem is? When you are in this emotional state, it's nearly impossible to recognize that state of mind. And this also applies to long-term investing. When you invest in stocks, I can guarantee you that you will experience moments when the market drops by 30, 40, or maybe 50% in a few days. Plus, you will experience the news turning red with panic when you're turning on the news. But all you have to do is sit tight and do nothing. You only have to do one thing, and that is turn off your emotions. What do you think is the best thing you can do when the market is down? Exactly, buy more. But this is where most investors make the biggest mistakes. They wait until the market has fallen further. But you cannot time the market. So the best thing what you can do is this. You should see it as a clothing store. When the market goes down, you have the opportunity to buy at a discount that day. Don't wait until tomorrow. Buy today. Even if the market drops further tomorrow, you can still make purchases then. The key strategy here is to lower your portfolio average cost price, and that's all what matters. Don't try to time the market because you can't. All you know is, if you follow my most important rules, that you follow the economy broadly diversified. That means that the economy rises over the long term, because companies make profits over the long term, right? And when companies make profits, the economy continues to rise. That's why it's important to consider diversification. Broad diversification across thousands of companies. Because in bad times, companies go bankrupt, and you cannot predict in advance which companies these are. That's why it's important to have thousands of companies in your basket of stocks. And when companies are going bankrupt, it's all okay as long as you are diversified. But in the same basket, there are also companies making big profits in the same period. So in short, over the long term, a period of 10 to 50 years, company will make profits. And as a shareholder, you will be rewarded for the risk you take. So please turn off your emotions, because emotions leads to wrong voices in your head, taking wrong decisions. So I have 6 important tips for you. The first one is develop a solid investment plan, because having a well thought out investment plan in place can provide you with a clear roadmap for your investments. And this will also reduce the likelihood of impulsive decisions driven by emotions. The second tip is this: stick to the long-term goals. Focus on your long-term investment rather than short-term market fluctuations. Tip number 3, diversify your portfolio. Spread your investments across different asset classes, sectors, and geographic regions to reduce risk. Because diversification can help mitigate the impact of individual market events on your overall portfolio. And this will reduce the temptation to react emotionally to fluctuations in any single investment. Then number 4, automate your investments. Set up automatic investment plans to your investment accounts, because automation removes the need for frequent manual interventions. And this will certainly minimize the opportunity for emotional decision making. And then the last tip: avoid checking your portfolio too often, because constantly monitoring your portfolio can lead to heightened anxiety. So try to limit the frequency of your portfolio checks to avoid unnecessary emotional stress. That's why it's important to automate your investments. Make sure you cannot access your investments or that you need permission from someone in your immediate environment to buy or sell during possible moments when you are emotional. Turn off your emotion and you will be a successful investor over the long term if you stick to my investment rules. This can be achieved by developing a well thought out investment plan, make long-term goals, avoiding impulsive decisions, and don't focus on short-term market volatility. By keeping your emotions in place and making rational decisions, you will make better decisions for the long term. So be a successful investor and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks to be financially free. See you in the next video.